This is Left Bank News, music industry trends that we think you should know about this week. I'm Rebecca Sampson. On last week's episode, I mistakenly said 1 million Spotify streams equals $40,000, but it's really $4,000. It's all good because now I get to talk about pro rata versus user-centric business models. Woohoo! So, Spotify currently uses a pro rata system where all of the money from subscriptions and ads goes into one big pot and then gets divvied up between all of the artists. But in a user-centric system, your distributable subscription money would go to the artists you listen to the most each month. I know what you're thinking. How does that not accomplish the same result if there is a 0.00437 royalty per stream per artist anyway? Streaming fraud! Which you may have heard 6ix9ine recently accused not only Billboard, but Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber of when his song Gooba didn't top the charts. However, Gooba did become the #1 song on May 23rd, and Billboard, Grande, and Bieber have all defended themselves against the accusations. Digital streaming provider Deezer has announced that it plans to move to a user-centric payment system. Will Spotify follow suit? And is your music on Deezer? It probably is. It's one of the top DSPs. This topic is vast and interesting, and I know I'm just giving you tidbits, but if you want more, show notes. Sadly, some young songwriters who are getting cuts on top pop albums still can't pay their rent, which begs the question posed in our next segment. Does the music industry want you to succeed? For more, here's Emphasis with M.
Never thought I'd say I was falling for the wrong one, falling for the wrong man. My body's cutting waves.
For more, here's Emphasis with M.
Falling all the way, When will I understand? Always falling for the wrong.
Okay, the segment Emphasis with M is up for grabs. Only stipulation: your name has to start with the letter M.
No.
Email
Please,
me at
I'm sorry. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm wanting to report on my segment with my body. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll do my set. Thank you. So no, according to our favorite pop songwriter, Justin Tranter, pronouns they, them, no, the music industry doesn't necessarily want you to succeed. In a recent interview with Music Business Worldwide, Tranter goes off on corporate greed and talks about how capitalism suffocates creativity and promotes safeness. And personally, as a songwriter, I feel the lure of wanting to, use safe words. I mean, use words that are safer, to be more neutral or have commercial viability, but no, never gonna work, honey. It ruins the song. You have to take a risk as an artist. Tranter says to succeed in a business that doesn't necessarily want anyone to succeed, you have to be quite confident. Because although this is a creative, amazing business that has saved a lot of lives through the joy that music brings, at its heart, it's competitive and cutthroat. And I'm looking at you, Prince Johnny. I'm gonna take you down, boy. I'm gonna kill you. If you don't know, Tranter was the lead singer of the punk rock band Semi-Precious Weapons and has penned several hits for a slew of artists, including Selena Gomez, Britney Spears, Fall Out Boy, and Justin Bieber, to name a few. There's several more. I'm looking forward in particular to their work with Gaga on her latest album, Chromatica, which drops this Friday. I remember seeing Semi-Precious Weapons open for Gaga in 2010, and Justin was just like strutting on the stage with that iconic voice and those iconic heels. It was one of the best moments of my life. Anyways, we love you, Justin, and hope you are staying safe.
I'm so glad I didn't have to replace M, because no matter how depressing the topic, hearing them talk about anything always makes me feel better. Now, here's one inspiring new idea to help artists create: Cowrite. Their tagline is made for artists ruled by fans. How does it work? By letting fans get a share of streaming revenues by investing in music they love. They say, listen, like it, back it, push it. Listen, like it, back it, push it. Listen, like it, back it, push it. Listen, like it, back it, push it.
Listen, like it, back it, push it. Got kind of a ring to it. Bop it, twist it, pull it. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I like that idea. Putting the power into people's hands, let them support what they believe they should be putting their money in. I like that. I'm all about that. Another thing I'm all about is another Queens native like myself who is packing and pushing and shipping right now during this quarantine season. Awake New York has just announced that their spring and summer collection is not only coming, it's actually already out. So go online right now, awakenyclothing.com, and go get yours before it sells out, because they got some fly stuff in there, man. Some nice fly stuff for you to wear to your quarantine soirees with your face mask and your social distancing, I hope. Anyway, go check them out, awakenyclothing.com. Shouts out to fellow Queens native, the founder of this company. And just between me and you, another Queens native might be dropping some merch real soon. So stay tuned, stay posted. Shouts out to everybody listening. Wash your hands.
Okay, I can totally see Goldie rocking Awake New York gear. You've probably noticed the headlines about sports and big festivals getting canceled, but have you seen any about the largest global dance parade getting axed? Dance Parade New York is the world's only parade to exclusively celebrate and showcase the diversity of dance, and it moved online last week. Here to tell us more is the founder of Fusha Dance Company, which is based in New York City and dedicated to celebrating the abundant richness of dance, drum, and culture from Africa and the diaspora. Here is Funmi.
Hi, my name is Fumilayo Chesney, Artistic Director of Fusha Dance Company. My community has been hugely affected by COVID-19. I'm affiliated with the New York City Dance Parade, which has been offering parades every year for 14 years. An array of 200 or more dance companies from 21st and Broadway to Tompkins Square Park. This year we had to go virtual. Also, BAM, which is supposed to be happening right now, Dance Africa, has been going on for 42 years, a spectacular display of African culture, African dance, African music, has been hugely affected by COVID-19. So I would say absolutely that my community has been 100% affected by COVID-19. Thank you very much.
You may recognize Funmi if you've ever been to a Celeste Krishna concert. They get down. It's fun. Now, if you haven't heard about Lana Del Rey's controversial Instagram post this week, she basically went off about getting criticized for her lyrics when other artists aren't, and then shut down the conversation that she started. Well, Celeste has written a powerful essay in response that you can find on Left Bank Magazine and High Street Disco. Now, here she is with a juicy teaser to the explosive essay.
Hey y'all, it's Celeste Krishna coming to you hot and sweaty from down in Alabama. I was really interested in the statements Lana Del Rey said and conversations surrounding it because I've been thinking a lot personally about criticism's role in my life as a white woman, artist, and person. And so I wrote a op-ed type piece, and it's basically a letter to Lana Del Rey. I called it Lana Del Rey, It's Only Personal. Here's a little excerpts. Dear Lana, I want you to write about the personal in your music and poems. You're a great songwriter and singer. I want you to advocate for yourself. I think you have a point. My impulse was first to lift up Amy Winehouse, celebrate her authenticity, her voice, her songwriting craft. With you, my impulse was first to hate you. Hate your work, hate how it centers your role in romantic relationship to men. Hate your boys will be boys' expectation and your love of codependency. The very same stuff Amy sang so passionately about. Then I go on. The culture spoke clearly. Your statement is controversial, but you denied them. I also believe the culture. You have white blind spots, and they showed up here. And I go on, and I finish. If you want to control the experience of your words, then keep them in your diary. All right, y'all, give it a read, and let me know what you think.
Thanks, Celeste. If you liked that, you should seriously listen to the Play the Music podcast by Fanlabel featuring Celeste. I like a lot of different genres of music, but I must say my absolute favorite is dark, sexy synth pop like Banks and Purity Ring. That's why I'm so stoked about our performer this week, because she totally falls under my favorite genre. Here is Zea Sy with her latest single, Float On.
Hey Left Bank, this is Zea Sy giving you an exclusive preview of my song, Float On. When we sail on through on our lifeboat and the way is still unseen, looking up, around, behind and below for where we ought to be, we'll find that there's comfort in knowing we don't know. Just push on past your limit. That's how you're going to grow. So we float on, 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 so we float on. You can hear the full song on Apple Music, Spotify, and all streaming platforms.
I'm seriously in love with Zea Sy. Thank you. Now, who's ready for a new segment? Left Bank News Community Shoutouts. The more you engage with us online, the more likely you are to get celebrated in this new segment. So, congrats to Sophie Colette for the placement of In Love a Little this week on the Spotify editorial playlist, New from NYC Indie. And thanks to our fave artist activist, Melosarus, for promoting SaveOurStages.com. If you missed the first Flame Night Fever, you missed a lot. Luckily, you didn't miss it all, because this Thursday, May 28th, is also Thursday, and Flame Night Fever returns for a flaming hot evening of virtual drag and burlesque hosted by Kitschy Scoflaw and Tilia Cordata, followed by a dance party DJ'd by Spirit Posse. The show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern on Flame Night Fever's Twitch channel. Since one of our core values is community, we want to stress how important it is for everyone in the music industry to support each other right now. My personal dream is to create a community of emerging artists that create a new system of support where we all rise and thrive together. One example is following and listening to each other. Then, when live shows come back, you'll want to go see someone you saw on Left Bank News, not only because of their talent, but because you feel connected to them. Maybe you performed on the Left Bank Live Virtual Music Festival, or were both featured here on the news. We're making it easy for you by creating a new playlist with the latest episodes featured artists each week. In fact, I'll tell you what, if you follow Left Bank Magazine's YouTube channel, I will personally follow your YouTube channel back. What if we could all reach monetization by doing this? Help us create a new paradigm for our music industry. We have a big announcement towards that path for next week's episode, so make sure your notifications for Left Bank's channel are turned on. As always, stay safe, stay positive, save the world. I'm Rebecca Sansom.